Hello, everyone, and welcome to Venus Retrograde 2023. It is the feng shui for this amazing transit that happens just about once every 18 or so months. And Venus Retrograde is fascinating. First of all, it's super abundant. And I've always looked forward to Venus Retrograde. As soon as I learned that it was a thing, I started paying attention to it because it can help you to bring so much love and luxury and great feelings and passion, but most of all, purpose to life. And purpose is one of those things that really is the game changer. When you're living with purpose, everything lights up. When you're living without purpose, things are just less magnetic. It's more living from your head. And in Venus retrograde, we start living from the heart, or not even just your heart, your full energy. And your home, as we talk about all this feng shui, is a part of your energetic field. Your home is, yes, separate from you physically, but your home is energetically linked to you in every way. Your home has such a powerful effect on every single aspect of your life. And as we go through everything we're going to do today with abundance and feng shui and this Venus retrograde, it is my hope that you find so many ways to start feeling into your home and feeling more at home in your home, because that's where you tap into superpowers. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dana Claudat. I am a modern feng shui master and founder of the School of Intention, which is an entire method and school of feng shui where we actually teach how to do this unique method of feng shui, which is unlike anything else in the world. It's customizable. There are no strict rules and scary things. There's no sense of creating good luck by doing things in your home that may or may not work at a certain day. You create your own luck every single day. And as you work with this work, you tap into the insane manifesting power of your home and learn to use it for yourself and then do that with others. So in the training, in the School of Intention, you learn how to essentially do all of this feng shui for your home and for your life first. And in the process, you learn to do it with other people. So it's open now for early registration. You can find all the details below. Perfect as we dive into Venus retrograde. So essentially, when Venus retrograde is over, the school will start and we'll be in this incubated perfection of love, passion, abundance, beauty, luxury, all the things that feel so good and are so driven by purpose. Now, this is happening for a while. We've got like 6 weeks. How are you going to make the most of this 6 weeks of Venus retrograde to make your life richer in every way? And that's the big question. Where and how do you want to live with more purpose? Where and how do you want to create more freedom, especially financial freedom, more abundance in options? Where and how do you want to create more love? More love for yourself, more love for your life. Where and how do you want to bring more joy into every single day? So for those of you who've been around a while, you know that my little baby Bob is now in heaven. And it was not something that I saw coming at the start of this year. And I certainly would never have thought that this would be something I would be talking about right now. But he's not here, but he's brought me a higher purpose moving forward in such powerful ways. And one of the things that I think about every single day is that every experience, whether it lasts forever and ever, or it lasts for a short time, or it lasts shorter than you would have liked it, every experience is part of this building and this growing. And I'm a big believer that, especially when when important people come into your life, they never really leave. You have that energy with you all the time. And hopefully you find that the growth and the purpose and the everything else just expands, whether they're with you or physically or not with you physically. Their energy is always there. And I had a wild experience with Bob. I'll share in another live. You can't make it up. It's just wild how he's been fueling my purpose. And I want you to really think about your purpose. What is it that you dream of doing? What is it that you desperately want to communicate, and the impact you want to have, and the things you want to do, and the ways you want to live? The best way to begin to open doors to have more of that energy come in is to simplify. Simplify your life during Venus retrograde. And what does that look like? Here are some ideas. First one is always to declutter. When you declutter, you eliminate all the extra stuff so that you can really focus on what matters. Simplifying and decluttering can also mean getting rid of extra steps in the things that you're doing. So if you've been doing work and it's been complicated and it's been like so many steps to get something done and it's frustrating, you can go, you know what? I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to simplify this process. Let's make it easier. If you've been doing too many things at your job, you might reorganize so that you can focus on one thing at a time and not multitask. How can you simplify to make it so that you have greater focus? Decluttering can take the form, of course, of decluttering your home of stuff, all the extra stuff you don't want to see, you don't want to be around all the time. Decluttering can also be a process of eliminating old energy, old beliefs, old things, old habits that you don't want to carry forth. This is a big time to create new habits. And new habits can be game changing. And in Venus retrograde, everything is about pleasure. So it's about doing the things that you love to do, things that bring you a lot of joy, whether you do them often or not. You're doing these things and you're creating new habits step by step. You don't have to revolutionize your habits completely overnight, but doing these small things. In the last video that I just posted on my channel, we talked about this simple exercise, this simple Feng Shui manifesting exercise to really open up to more manifesting power. And that's a great one that you can watch to create a new habit for yourself, to create a set of new habits step by step in easy ways without turning your life upside down. If anything feels like such a dramatic departure for you, or like you're going to have to turn your life upside down in order to keep up with a ritual or a routine, it's probably a little steep of a gradient. So don't put yourself in positions where you feel like you have to turn your life upside down. If you've read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, it's these small habit shifts, these little tiny changes that we make every day incrementally and build and build and build and build and build. That's the stuff that's going to truly change your life. Those are the things that are revolutionary. James Clear gives an example in this book of if you change your life just 1% every day, you get 1% better at something. So let's just say your goal this year is to make more money. And every day you get 1% better at your skill that you use to make money, or you get 1% better at marketing, you get 1% better at sales. So you find one new thing to try, one new thing to do every single day for a year. At the end of the year, you're going to be 37 times better at doing whatever that was. That's remarkable. That's completely revolutionary, but it just requires 1% every day. And that mindset will help so much, because oftentimes we're like, I don't like my life. I don't like the way it is. I need to change everything. And if you try to change everything overnight, it's just overwhelming. And so embrace a little bit more of that incremental 1% daily growth and see how that can really transform things for you. Now, this is also a time of luxury, the luxurious things in life. So it could be bringing a little more simple luxury to your home. Simple luxury, meaning the bedding that you've always wanted, or maybe a piece of the bedding. Maybe you have always wanted throw pillows on your bed that were silk, or maybe you've always wanted some other simple luxury that you can bring to your home, a new fabulous tree, whatever it is, a simple luxury, bring it in. This is going to be the way when you see it around you, you're going to feel it in your life. I am worthy. I am deserving. This is like an affirmation. A simple luxury can be a beautiful soap for your bathroom. A simple luxury can be a fabulous hand towel, or these little things that really are the details that create a whole new picture for your life. So think about that. What's a simple luxury I can bring into my life during this time, during the next 6 weeks ahead, up until before we get to September, and bring in those luxuries? It can even be the smallest things, like, you know what? I love going to the farmer's market and getting fresh cherries when they're in season. Yes, they might be $8 a pound now, or whatever it is, but I'm going to get them because that is a luxury I deserve. And I'm not going to think about it or feel like I have splurged or anything else. I'm just going to tell myself I deserve it. And so these are the things, and it doesn't have to be anything even expensive. One of the biggest luxuries is how you spend your time. So we're going to talk about this now, because Venus retrograde is about abundance. And if you want more money, if you want to feng shui more money into your home and life, you want to do financial feng shui, you want to do all this stuff, start with this. Be intentional about your time and be intentional about your money. So let's start with time, because that's where we're headed. How can you spend your time in ways that bring you more energy? Think about that. Where's your energy going right now? Every single day, where is it going? Do you feel like your energy is supporting you right now? Do you feel like your energy is on? Or do you feel like you've kind of been not as maybe drained, maybe a little bit wobbly, pulled in different directions? This is the time to go, nope, I am going to really get intentional about how I spend my time. I'm going to not pick up the phone and talk to people I can't talk to at the moment. I'm going to not get involved in conversations I don't want to have. I'm going to absolutely not engage in weird social media things. I'm not even going to spend time on social media. I personally am spending a lot less time on social media. That's one of my big Venus retrograde decisions. I love being intentional with what I watch on YouTube, even what I watch on other platforms, but intentional, not I need another thing. I need another thing. I need another thing. If you find that you've been spending a lot of time kind of going off in different directions and getting drained and getting involved in all this stuff that drains your energy, ask yourself, what might you be avoiding? A lot of times when we're creatively blocked, or we don't know the next step to take, or you're just not feeling good, you're just not feeling right, it can be easy to get pulled in these different directions, and just fill your mind with a bunch of other stuff so that you don't think about things. But as with all things, any kind of clutter that we stuff away still affects us. So it's far better to just be intentional, invest your time and energy into the things that are going to bring you the most fulfillment. It doesn't all have to be productive. If you love watching Netflix, whatever, watch Netflix. It's great. But do it intentionally. If it makes you feel good, if it brings you energy, fantastic. This is not a value judgment. Not everything you do has to be work oriented or health oriented or wellness or elevated on some level. It's about enjoying yourself. Again, Venus is about pleasure and beauty and money and luxury. And the better you feel, the more you're going to bring all of that stuff into your life. So, the second piece of this, so intentional time, now intentional money. This is something that really people get a little bristly about, but this is real financial feng shui. Start a budget. If you want to do one thing during Venus retrograde that'll change your life, start a budget or update your budget. I know that is not sexy. I know it is not like the most, the thing that you most desire. I know a lot of people feel like budgets make them feel limited or restricted. Budgets can make you feel so powerful. And budgets can enable you to grow your money like nothing else can. There's not a single billionaire in the world that doesn't have financial planners and people keeping budgets. The budgets just get bigger over time. It seems like I think that budgets have sort of fallen into this category of, oh, I'm everything's tight or limited or I have to restrict. And that's not it at all. Budgets are expansive. So if you do just that one thing during Venus retrograde, you're going to love this. It's going to be so powerful and so amazing. Now, the second part of your money and where you invest it is, and especially important during this Venus retrograde and all of these themes, is to invest in you. You are forever and always your greatest investment, time and time and time again. There is never been money that I have spent on myself, on learning, on skills, on experiences that I wanted to have. Never been a time. Yeah, some things were a little underwhelming from time and time again, but I never regretted investing in myself. I have regretted investing in different other things, not in real regret, but you know what I mean. I've been like, I could have done something else with that money. But when you invest in you, you expand your ability to bring more in. So it's a time to invest in your skills, invest in your talents, invest in your art supplies, invest in the tools that you use to make things. Invest in yourself as much as you can and as much as you need to. This is a time to level up, level up, level up, level up. And if it's not a time for you to make a financial investment, invest your energy into you more. And this investment in yourself can be something like therapy or healing work. This investment in yourself can be something like learning, getting a new certification, learning a new skill, going back to school. All of these investments in yourself are, as long as they're going to have a tangible product that you desire, this energy that you desire, this level up that you desire, it's going to be the most conscious and epic way to invest your money and your time and energy. So invest in those beautiful things. Now, this is a time to connect to your heart. Again, speaking of purpose, you're moving out of your head, out of overthinking, out of too much thinking, and into your heart, into this center. So this exercise I shared in the moon note that I send out every week, I do it all the time. You just put a hand on your head, a hand on the center of your chest, your heart center, and breathe. And you can just breathe like this for a few minutes until you feel this sync happen between your head and your heart, where the energy becomes more attuned to your heart, where your mind links up with your heart. And this can help you to drop your energy down from all this overthinking into a more embodied sense of living. Feng Shui, in all ways, is, in the way that we do it here, is about embodying what you want, feeling and living in the essence of what you want every single day. And it's not a mental exercise. I know that when you see Feng Shui, there's all these calculations and some systems, there's compasses and rules and all of these things. That's not what we do. This is really an embodiment practice. It's a manifesting and embodiment practice. And it is so incredibly powerful in that regard. So we're going to move from head to heart. If you find yourself overthinking in the next 6 weeks, remember to just shake it out if you can. If this feels good to you, you can breathe like this. If you can't do something like that, decide you're going to just shake off those overthinking, all those too many thoughts, and do something, anything that feels better, even if it's taking a nap or going for a walk or anything. As Abraham Hicks always says, you want to stop that momentum, the momentum of those thoughts spinning. You want to stop that and hit the reset button so that you can have this freshness and this greater magnetism. Your heart is the most magnetic energy it's magnetic organ, but the most magnetic energy center in your body. Your heart has a truly strong magnetic field, and your heart is full of intelligence. And this is so vital when you start living more in tune with what you love, living more in tune with nature, living more in tune with your true nature. It's going to be easier and easier and easier for you to make amazing things happen. The synchronicities, the things falling into place, all of those things we love of abundance and making things happen, it's going to be easier and easier and easier. So one final thought and project that you can do during Venus retrograde, if you are feeling it, is to make a new vision board, make a new vision, create a new vision. You can even edit the vision that you have so that it feels richer, it feels more full of love, it feels more luxurious, it feels more passionate. You want to be able to spring out of bed excited that you're working on something new. You want to really just dive in and wake up with that energy of this amazingness that's about to happen. And ultimately, if you allow yourself to sink into more of the joys and pleasures of life, you clear away some of that stuff that's draining you, you make investments in things that are exciting to you, with your time, with your money, when you're in that place, you're going to want to leap out of bed and run to get into action, to start making things happen, because you're going to want to enjoy every single moment. And many of you might feel that way already, and that's amazing. Revel in it, do even more of it. But if you haven't felt that way in a while, and I certainly haven't with everything that's happened this year, just with Bob not being here, I certainly haven't. And part of this process of getting my own energy back has been connecting to this deeper level of joy and purpose. And like I said, like really bringing it all to all of you in so many ways. He's really guiding me in that way, but also creating a new vision for life, a new vision, something so exciting and thrilling. And so, how do you do this? Go get some magazines. If you have some, flip through them, find things that excite you. But what I like to do is to do a digital vision board. If you haven't made one yet, it's just so easy. You can find templates on Canva for free, and you can flip through and start looking at pictures, looking at images. You can even create a Pinterest board that's your vision for the fall or for the second half of the year, and start pinning all of these things into your vision. I'm going to go back to my pins and do a little bit of editing. I have a private Pinterest board for the rest of this year, and I'm going to go back in and do a little editing of that myself, because I want to feel even more excitement every single day. So in that, this is a wonderful time. Every time people hear retrograde, they're like, oh no. No, this is the best kind of a retrograde. All of them are in their own ways. But for this one, it can help you to find that level up. If you're looking for that level up, if you're looking for that next step, if you're looking to really feel like your heart's in what you're doing, if you're looking for that like greater impact, this can be your greatest springboard time ever. So I hope you enjoy this all. There's going to be so much more coming. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, you can like this video. It really helps support the channel if you haven't liked it yet. Subscribe, share, all of the things. So much more stuff is coming. I'm really throwing myself full on into every aspect of life, and I'm going to be sharing so many things with you here. And it's the best. You guys are the best, the best, the best. And I so appreciate all of you, all of your love that you've been sharing, all of your love for Bob. He appreciates it. I appreciate it. It's so awesome. And I know that there's so much love and so much magic to come. So And again, for those of you who want to become a Feng Shui pro, early registration is open for one more week this year. And below you can find all of the details. Have a wonderful time. This all starts on Saturday, July 22nd until September 3rd, 2023. Have so much fun with this and tons more to come soon. Mwah. Bye, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.